Hi everyone, my name is Vendik and you're welcome to the channel. So today we are going to go a step by step on how to master daily buyers. On the previous video, a whole lot of persons asked so many questions and I realized that you people don't actually understand it properly. So that's why I want to make a detailed video on daily buyers so that you can always get it correctly. So if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, don't forget to do the YouTube business. Let's jump into it. So on a pure definition, all right, if we are talking about daily buyers, okay, to master it, first of all, you need to understand what is a order flow. Okay, order flow means the directions of the market. So we can have an order flow that is bullish, we can have a bearish order flow too. So those are the type of order flows we have. Then we have neutral order flow. You can call it a consolidation. So at that point, if you are having a consolidation, okay, you attend to the bias of each day during consolidation will not be well defined. So this video will actually help you to spot out when to stay out of the market. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get into the chart. Let me show you. So I will try and make this as fast as I can. All right, so a bullish order flow, all right, you have something like this, all right. Okay, that will be your bullish order flow, and then a bearish order flow, you will have exact same thing but in opposite direction. Okay, so you guys know that this is my price action. Okay, this is what I trade. Okay, so the next one is a neutral position, and in that situation you're going to have a sort of a consolidation, okay, moving in sideways. Okay, it's not actually going to be pattern like this, but the market will actually stay flat, something like this. So you really need to understand this. So in a situation like this, right, you need to know that you really need to stay away from the market unless you want to trade lower time frame, which personally I don't actually do that. Okay, but if you have a trending market like this, okay, or like this, that gives you opportunity to trade every day. So there are two patterns each of this order flow will have. Right. So, and another thing I want to say, if you've not joined the Telegram channel, a whole lot of things are happening there. Check the description box. Okay, you will see a link to join the Telegram channel. We do post our daily trades there every day in that place, and it's an exciting one. You won't afford to miss that. So it's somewhere you can learn. Okay, you see the analysis, and we take the action as it is. Okay, so this is what you should be looking at. All right. First, okay, if you have a candle closing bearish like this, okay, if you have a candle closing bearish like this, all right, and then the next candle close bullish, and then it engulfed the previous candle. You know, if you actually look at a market declaration, this is a sort of market declaration. If this was on a long move, you can anticipate that the next day, the next candle will be bullish too. So this is number one bullish example in each day that you want to trade. If you want to get into a trade, just know what the previous 2 days was doing. Then with that, you can predict the next day, all right, the current day you are. Okay, so if you have something like this, a candle engulfing previous day candle, all right, and then you remember you must always have LTA here so that you won't buy into support. All right, so that you won't buy into support. So if you have something like this, you have 99%, okay, that the next candle is still going to be bullish. That is example number one. All right, example number two on bullish move, all right, is something like this. Okay, where you have a bearish move, okay, and the next day is a bullish move, all right, but the week, all right, okay, clear the previous day liquidity and then close bullish. Right, that means the liquidity that was sitting here has been cleared. So the next candle, you have another 90% chance that the next candle is going to still be bullish. All right, the next candle is still going to be bullish. Okay, so these are the two example of bullish buyers you should be looking at, right? So if you have a candle closing bullish but clear previous day low and then closes bullish, that means your next candle will be bullish. All right, this is how candles are formed. So if you actually practice this very well, okay, you will understand. So this gives you high probability. This is example number one. If the candle engulfs the previous day candle, okay, that gives us a declaration that we are going up. Another one is that if the candle, the bullish candle, clear previous day liquidity, please take note of this, clear this liquidity here, all right, and then closes bullish. It doesn't matter if it actually engulf or not. So, and then you have LTA, don't forget, okay, you have clean candle, then you can anticipate to buy from there to the next level. You can anticipate to buy from there to the next level of support that you have, right? Because why I always lay emphasis on LTA, so that you won't buy into support, so that you will not buy into support. Okay, so I believe this explains it very well. So the next one we are going to look at is a bearish example, okay, which I use this drawing. So it's the exact same thing of the first one I explained, but in the opposite side. All right, so if you have a candle closing bearish, right, if you have a candle closing bearish and then engulf previous bullish candle, so or even if it's still bearish candle but it closes bearish, that simply means you can anticipate for the next candle to be bearish also, right? I believe you understand this very well. Okay, you have 90% chance that the next candle can be bearish. So this is the only thing that can make you to hit stop loss on these days is news. Okay, because you can have an opening of the day like this and then get a move down, playing all this, and all this kind of move is caused by news. Okay, so you really need to put all these things into consideration. So news can give you a week like this and then kind of still close bullish. Okay, but provided you clear previous liquidity, you are still going to end up bullish. It might be a dodgy bullish, but it will end bullish. So if you can read your news properly, okay, you will know when to get into the market and when not to get into the market. All right, so lower time frame are not part of this video. That one, we'll discuss it later. But for daily buyers, you can do this and you will see that 95% of the time you will get it right. You will always get it right. Okay, so if you want to stay away from news, okay, then that means you should start focus on synthetic pairs. Okay, try get a derivative broker and trade synthetic. You won't get news on the chart, but if you can manage news, if you understand fundamentals, okay, then you can still work yourself out from this properly. So that's example number one on bearish. And then the next one is the exact same thing I was explaining, with the bullish move, right? But this one, if you have something that clears previous day was bullish, and then you have a candle that cleared that liquidity, and this will always happen on a resistance level. Okay, this most of the time happen on a resistance level, so you always have a resistance around here. All right, then you kind of clear the liquidity and close bullish. That means you have higher chance that the next candle is going to be bullish. Okay, so it's for you to find your entry pattern inside there and then trade off of it. I believe anybody that doesn't understand bias in the market, with this particular video, you should be able to get clarity on this. I mean it. If you don't understand it, we just check it out again. Okay, so another situation that we can have, okay, which I don't want to lay emphasis on it too much, is it's a what do they call it, a consolidation period or a neutral period, when market is not going up, it's not going down, it's staying flat. Okay, so in this kind of situation, you tend to see candle, okay, today closes bearish, the next one closes bullish, okay, the next one closes bullish, and none of them engulf each other. Okay, no direction is being declared. something like this. Okay, sometimes you see the wick clear the liquidity on the top, clear the liquidity on the ground. So it kind of always stay on that duration. That's when you start having consolidation. So in this kind of period, you are advised to stay clear from the market, especially if you are a day trader. All right, if you're a day trader, you shouldn't trade this kind of market condition. There are a whole lot of pairs you can look at for. All right, but in this kind of situation, please, if you can stay out of the market, that will be the best a decision you will ever make. Okay, so kind of my direction today. Okay, let me give you an example. I got a trade into what do they call it? Let me remove all drawing so that my chart will be clean. All right, this is DJ. All right, I lost a trade on this. Okay, not because my bias was wrong, okay, but because I have news. And if you actually join the channel, you when even when I post the signal, I actually said something that please, we have news at so time and so time. Okay, but London impulsive move was actually what took us out of the market. But that did not mean that our bias was wrong. So if actually we are these people that do keep equity, okay, enough equity, we could have hold that trade by now. We could have been in break even and even in profit. Okay, because if you can see it, let's go to a daily time frame so that I can explain this. Okay, in situation like this is what I was talking about. In situation like this is a kind of a support, but the support wasn't strong enough. So I was looking at just getting like 20 pips, okay, upward. So opening of the day, I get into a trade around this place, right? I get into the trade around this place. This is like today. I lost $100 on GJ today. All right. So I get into the trade around here. We were in profits. Okay. All of a sudden, some sort of news comes around, I think 9 o'clock or something, and then the news whip us out of the trade, and then it continues bullish. And this is how we end today. So if you see when market wants to reject a particular zone, it kind of trying to create a dodgy candle or something like that. That means this particular support will hold. Okay, so you need to be in situation like this. If you are trading from here, in situation like this place, you should be looking at to exit from your trade. Okay, you should be looking at a way for you to exit from your trade. So this particular point should be where you are getting out of the trade. But I was expecting this move. Okay, so if you calculate this from opening price, because I get in lower, I think around here, to where the market has reached today, that's 130 something pips, more than enough. So I was expecting like 2 30 minutes candle to give me my TP, and then I will go out. But it didn't just work out like that. So every day you will not win the trade. That's the truth. Okay, so these are things I just try to explain to you. Okay, so if you have a candle close like this and the next one engulf the previous candle, there's 90% of the time that the next candle will be bullish. This day was yesterday, right? This trade, I think we flog out $200 from this trade. People that were in the Telegram group, they are aware of this. If you go to the Telegram group, we have evidence on when we enter the trade and when we exit the trade. Okay, so this is yesterday trade. We smart it out very well. So if actually it's a bullish, okay, a bullish move, if you have something like this, there's higher chance that the next candle is going to still be bearish, right? And this one that the candle is bearish this day, okay, the kind of, if you check, go back to it, it's under a support. So red candle don't just print, okay, they print because of a reason. See this red candle now printing on it. If you see, it is reacting from a support somewhere, so it doesn't just happen. So that's why I said, if you are in any trade, don't trade into a support. All right, get a clean zone. Like a clean zone is something like this. This is what I mean. From this place that this market closed bullish here, from here that it closed bullish to the next zone is a clean candle. This place is a clean candle. That's why the market moved very clean upward. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. These areas like this, you shouldn't be looking at to take a trade. Okay, these days we are not good trading days. Okay, people that are scalping can get something out of this, but this is not a good trading day. Look for when market is trending. Okay, see market trending 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, get into this trade like this. These are 5 days. If you trade these 5 days clean in a month, if you get something like this and trade it clean in a month, let's say 1 2 3 4 days, and you are hitting, let me say 40 $400 each of these days, it should be okay for the month. You look for another good setup for the next month. All right. So that's actually how I look at the market. So please, if you follow this trade very well, if you follow this video very well, you will understand how to master daily buyers. If you get this thing right, the only thing that will be left is for you to get your entry right. And with that, you practice your emotion, stay in there, lock yourself in. I can guarantee you, right? You'll be profitable. The fact is that it is trading, is a career, it's going to take time. You're going to make mistakes. I told you, I just hop into a trade today. I break two of my rules. That was why I hit stop loss today on my entry pattern. All right, you can go and watch those type of video. Even when I entered the trade, I told them in the group, I tell them in the channel that I break two rules to enter this trade, but it's okay by me. I was willing to risk $100 on that trade because there is higher tendency I can just zoom up from where I was, but the news didn't allow me, so it was fine. I bargained for the loss. Okay, and since morning till now, I've not taken any other trade. Okay, so these are things you just need to write down your rules, practice it very well, and then the outcome, okay, it's going to take time, but the outcome will come faster than you can ever imagine. All right. So if you find value out of this content, don't forget to do the YouTube business, and then we will see you in the next episode. Peace out.